When a man's heart belongs to an older woman, something powerful happens, and it slips out in just 11 little words. He doesn't plan it, he doesn't rehearse it, it just escapes. And once you hear those words, you'll know his heart is already hers. Most women miss the signs leading up to this moment, but if you stay with me, I'll show you exactly how to recognize them, so you'll never miss it again. Here's the thing. Men don't always show love the way women expect. Maybe you've seen it yourself. He pulls away right after a romantic weekend together, or he tells you, "I'm fine," but you can feel something heavy behind those words. Sometimes he'll act like he doesn't care, only to turn around and do something incredibly thoughtful when you least expect it. It's confusing, right? One moment he's close, the next he seems distant, and you start asking yourself, am I imagining this? Does he actually love me or not? If you've ever felt that way, you are not alone. The truth is, this isn't random, and it's not a game. It's male psychology. Men are wired to process emotions differently, to protect themselves from vulnerability, and often to hide what they feel most deeply, sometimes even from themselves. And here's the key. Once you understand how male psychology works, everything changes. Instead of guessing, you start to see the patterns. Instead of doubting, you begin to recognize his signals for what they really are. And that's when the anxiety fades. That's when you finally feel confident. Confident in knowing where his heart truly stands, even before he puts it into words. And by the way, I go much deeper into this inside my program, the momentum method. That's where I lay out the full roadmap for using male psychology to create lasting love. But right here, right now, I want to give you some powerful tips you can use immediately. So let's dive in. Now imagine this for a second. What if instead of feeling confused by his mixed signals, you could actually read them like a map? Imagine how freeing it would feel to finally know what he really means when he pulls back, or when he goes quiet, or when he suddenly shows up with that look in his eyes. What if you could recognize the exact moment his walls start to come down, and you knew exactly how to respond in a way that makes him feel safe, understood, and even more drawn to you? Think about it. Instead of second-guessing, instead of lying awake at night, replaying conversations in your head, you'd have confidence. You'd know the difference between when he's protecting himself, when he's testing if you're really there for him, and when he's silently telling you, "You matter to me more than you realize." That's the power of understanding male psychology. It gives you answers, yes, but even more, it gives you momentum. It's like finally stepping into the driver's seat of your love life instead of just hoping things work out. And in just a moment, I'm going to share some simple but powerful tips you can start using right away. All right, let's get practical. If you want to understand when a man's heart truly belongs to you, you need to watch what he does, not just what he says. Tip 1. Actions greater than words. This might surprise you, but most men reveal their feelings through what they do, not what they say. Think about it. He may not say, "I adore you" every morning, but he notices when your gas tank is low and fills it without asking. Or you're walking home late, and he texts, "Let me know when you're inside." That's love in action. Here's the mistake most women make. They dismiss these actions because they're not wrapped in romantic language. But for men, those small protective behaviors are the language. Once you start reading actions instead of chasing words, you'll see his love everywhere. Tip 2, reward vulnerability. Here's another big one. When a man opens up, even just a little, it's a huge deal. Maybe he admits, "I'm nervous about this promotion," or shares a story from his childhood. To him, that's stepping into risk. Most women, without meaning to, make the mistake of brushing it off or giving advice too quickly. But what he really needs is reassurance. Try something simple like, "Thank you for trusting me with that," or just holding his hand. In his mind, that moment says, "She's safe. She gets me." And that's when his trust and his love deepen. Tip 3, spot the slip moments. Now this one's powerful. Men often reveal their hearts in what I call slip moments. Little unplanned phrases. Maybe he says, "You always calm me down," or "I wish you were here right now." He doesn't rehearse it. He doesn't even realize he's revealing something big. Here's the key. Don't laugh it off or ignore it. Smile, acknowledge it, let it land. because those words are windows into his heart. And if this is resonating, you'll absolutely love the momentum method. That's where I map out the full step-by-step system to read men clearly, respond in a way that pulls them closer, and build unstoppable attraction. The link's right below this video. Tip 4. Tone plus warmth. Grand gestures. Here's the last one, and it might be the most overlooked. Men don't fall in love because of grand romantic gestures. What reaches them deepest is your tone and warmth in everyday moments. Picture this. He comes home stressed from a long day. Instead of diving into your own worries, you put a hand on his shoulder and softly say, "I'm proud of you." That tone, that warmth, is what he carries with him. Not the birthday surprise or the fancy dinner. Those fade, but the way you make him feel safe and valued every day, that's what makes his love unshakable. Transition to reveal. So when you combine these, watching his actions, rewarding his vulnerability, noticing slip moments and offering warmth, you'll start to see the truth of his feelings long before he says it outright. And speaking of saying it, let's talk about the 11 words that give his heart away. The reveal. The 11 words. Now here's the truth. When a man's heart belongs to an older woman, it's not about flowers, it's not about jewelry, and it's not about big promises. Those things are nice, but they're not the real giveaway. The moment you'll know, beyond a doubt, is when he lets his guard down and these 11 words slip out. He looks at you, sometimes in a quiet moment, sometimes when he doesn't even mean to say it, and he whispers, "I don't care about the years, I care about you." That's it, 11 words, simple but unstoppable. Because in that moment, he erases the doubts, the stigma, the age gap, and every excuse. He's telling you his love is stronger than numbers, stronger than opinions, stronger than fear. When a man says those words, his heart is no longer his, it's yours. So now you know the 11 words that reveal when a man's heart truly belongs to you. It's not about the years, it's about you. And when he says them, his love isn't a secret anymore, it's a promise. But here's the thing, those words don't just come out of nowhere. They come when a man feels understood, safe, and deeply connected. And that's exactly what male psychology can unlock for you. If you want to go deeper and master this on a whole new level, I break it all down inside my program, The Momentum Method. This is where I show you step by step how to read men clearly, respond in ways that draw them closer, and build unstoppable love momentum. The link is right below this video. Go click it now. And before you go, tell me in the comments, have you ever heard a man slip those words? I'd love to hear your story.